Hello everyone, this is Lolly, and I'm here with a design team kit project for Aunty Vera's Scrap and Craft. This is the July 2017 kit, and the theme is for the LOLs, and it is mostly emoji themed. So I don't know why, but I do make a lot of books, booklets, journals, and things like that, but it just seemed like I had to make one with this kit because the whole theme is just fun and lighthearted and LOLs, laughing out loud, and just the cute little emojis bound to bring a smile to your face. So before I get started, I do get asked a lot when I share projects, what do you do with this, now that you've made it? What's it for? That's the question I get asked a lot. And I just want to assure you that it's okay to make something that just makes us happy and just introduces beauty and fun into our lives. I have paintings on my walls and nobody asks me what it's there for and what purpose it serves. It's just a thing on the wall and I don't do anything with it. And I think we can make ourselves projects like this that have no purpose other than to enrich our lives and make us happy. So with that said, this is purely, there's really no end goal here other than to have fun with it and to make it lighthearted. And so what I started off with was watercolor paper, and there was this fossilized amber distress oxide in the kit. So I just rubbed it along the two edges and this part and just sprayed it until the inks ran down so it was lighter toward the bottom. And then I stamped it with the stamp that came in the kit. I believe it was Bo Bunny, and then I smudged some of this onto my work surface and just used some water and pulled it up and just dotted into the little holes here to decorate the side there. So I have a 2-hole punch, and that's what I have used here to punch through all the holes. And I didn't want to use a cinch because I wanted this to be something that pages could be added to or photos put in. I also had already done some of these bottle caps with the, emojis from the die that came in the kit. And I will give you a link below to the blog in which I show that project there. So let's open it and start LOLing. This is also one of the stamps that was in the set in which this came in. Okay, and it just looks so happy and so cheerful that I had to color it in with all different colors, and these are Copic markers. This turquoise frame is just that. It's like one of those Polaroid frames, and I inserted an emoji for the photo there. This was actually Heidi Swap. I had some of these stickers, thought bubbles, and it says, "This is it." It says, "This is the life," and I thought he looked so cool there and chic that I had to add this gold ribbon that came in the set. And this is just cut from the name, the company that made the paper pack is Simple Stories. I did want this book to have lots of frills and fuzzies sticking out and tabs, so you will see little tabs now and then just sticking out. And the washi also comes in the kit. This is one of the cut-aparts, and this was part of a bigger cut-apart that I didn't really care for the sentiment, so one of my favorite things is when we say I'm on a roll, one of my friends will send me a roll of toilet paper picture. So I just thought that was really cute. And I just put that behind this frame, which was also one of the Polaroid frames in the kit. And I tried to intersperse, I have interactive pages and I have some of the just plain cut-aparts in between. And the reason is that a lot of times if you have too many interactive pages, as they rub on each other, as you're flipping pages, they tend to catch. And so it's helpful to have something smooth, so it doesn't rub on the other surfaces. So, but they're really cute. Life is better when you're LOLing. It's just so many cute elements in this kit. So this one was 3 cut-aparts, and I decided to leave them together and just use it as a drop down like that or a fold out. The little yay is really cute. I love Rick Rack, and I put some of my own on there. Plus this was I just used a hole punch to punch out one of the emojis. And this was really fun. This is a pocket. It's from American Crafts, and it's made for the fuse tool specifically. And I wasn't thinking, I fused it, I made the pocket, and I realized, yeah, when I punched the holes that these confetti could get out sequins. So I stitched it right here too, and it just say, all you need is love, lattes, and free Wi-Fi. And the back is like a chat going on with emojis. So very cute, love that. It adds some real fun dimension to it. And then this pocket I made, and this is also one of these frames from the kit. What I did this time, you see how it says selfie? I left this as a pocket here, in case someone wanted to put a photo in there. And on the back I said slide photo in top, so that the person would know that that could hold a photo. And I have some little heart lip punches myself, so I use those. Emoji love. And this one, I love this one. There's an emoji for that. And I just put the little tuck spot right here with that. You are something magical. This just really spoke to me for some reason when I saw it. And I just love the unicorn. And I used glue and glitter. I don't know if it's showing up. I used glue and glitter on all of the little stars here. And then I added little dots of glue throughout and put the transparent microfine glitter on those. Okay, and a little silver heart here is a tab. Make today so awesome that yesterday gets jealous. Is that fun or what? Okay, so now we have a pocket here, and I used one of the enamel paper clips from the kit. And you know, when I did my kit opening, and I will show you the link to that under here as well, I was thinking, what am I going to do with the poop emoji? So what I did, the poop emoji is flat on the bottom, and I cut these notches in it to make it swirly, and I drew little white lines in it to make it swirled like frosting. I added strips, fine strips of paper in there, rounded the ends, which really took a while, I tell you. And then I added glossy accents so that it turned him into a little cupcake. This little poop emoji has been reformed, and he is now a happy cupcake. Now this is actually raised, and I will show you at the end of the video how I made that. But I thought it was nice to give it dimension to make that cupcake liner. Okay, talk emoji to me. Now this is really silly, but I just felt like I had to do it. I was thinking of I have 4 daughters, and I was just thinking of all the times that I spent putting rag curls in my 2 youngest daughters' hair. And this just I just knew I needed to make an emoji with rag curls. So this is what my impression of a emoji with rag curls looks like. Isn't he hysterical? Or she, whoever. And the eyes are foam. I just cut out a circle and cut the circle in half to make the eyes. Very fun. And I actually have eyelets in there to hold the rag curls. This one is a double pocket, and so there and there. And what I did was I took some of the cut aparts, and using the washi from the kit, I just assembled them I cut them apart, but I used the washi to make little booklets. There, and here's the red chevron washi. Very cute, very cute. Okay, and these are the stickers from the set, and I thought if we're going to celebrate, this was one of the stamps in my set, we have to have hamburgers, french fries, and pizza, right? These are really strong, chunky stickers, and they are actually designed to go on your mobile devices, your computers, and they can stick and be restuck without leaving any residue and moved around. But I did use some on this paper. Of course, they're permanent that way, but they really have a nice feel to them. Your Spectacular was in my stash. I don't even remember where I got that, but I like the glasses to go along with this theme. Good vibes only. So I used, again, one of the enamel clips, and this is part of the cut apart from the top of the paper pad. And there's some ribbon I had. Now, this is kind of one of my favorites, too. I took 2 layers of cardstock, and I put a punch, I want to say chevron banner, this banner punch, and punched through both layers at the same time. And then I put 2 layers of acetate with the emojis, the hearts, and the yellow circles. They're between 2 layers of acetate, and then the 2 layers of acetate are between the 2 layers of paper so that you could see through it on both sides, and that these are embedded in there. They're not glued, so they do actually wiggle around a little bit, and you can see here that you can see the white card behind it, and here you see the pink card behind it. Love that. That was really fun. Made an envelope, my own pattern, and you can see this. I actually left the poop emoji lining there and just made a little booklet in case someone wants to write in it. And this is a little heart emoji I made. I have a big heart punch. Okay, and the last page, I made another tuck spot. You see these banners here are from that clear shaker that I made. So here are some more cards that I have put in there. And I stamped out another one of those beautiful stamps for coloring for whomever receives this. Now I want to show you how I did the cupcake. So I can find where our little transformed guy is. No, it was after that. looking? Here he is. Okay. Okay, let me pull him out. So what I did was I figured the size of the end size that this needs to be, and I cut a piece of paper that's 3/4 inch longer than I needed and 1/4 inch deeper than I needed. So for this one, it's 3 by 2. And let me get this out. So you need to have a scoreboard or a nice soft cushiony surface to score on. Okay. The first thing I want to do is go ahead and score it in the middle. So for me, it's 1.5. And what you want to do, if you have pattern paper, you want to make sure you're doing this on the back of the paper because the bumps up are going to be the front. Once I have my first score, I'm lining this up. And then for my next score, I'm actually going to pivot. And I'm pivoting out counterclockwise every time I make a score. And I'm just pivoting a little bit to make the next score. And out a little bit. And I just keep doing this and rotating as I go, rotating the top more than the bottom, if that makes sense. Keep going. I'm basically holding my thumb down on the paper and just spinning the top of the paper as I go. Okay, now I've got that. I want to reline the first score I have, and now I'm going to score and I'm going to rotate it this way. So I'm basically holding the bottom fairly still and rotating the top to the right. So I'm going to rotate it. Score, rotate, score. This isn't rocket science. It's just, you know, it's just a cute pattern, and don't sweat it. We end up cutting some of this off, and that, oops, that's why I said to cut your paper a little larger than what you needed. Okay, scissors. So then you figure out how big you want this to be and cut off the excess score lines like that. And about, I'm using this to kind of measure right about there. This one's going to be a little skinnier. I wasn't very perfect with it. And then you would round the bottom off. That's all I did. But in order to, see, this one's skinnier. I just cut off too much. In order to get the lines to show up well, I just took the Distress Oxide pack and I just rubbed it gently, very gently across the top so that mostly the score lines would get the impression of the ink. And I have a little rag here. I'm just going to kind of rub it around and really get that in there and smooth it out a little bit. Okay, and then the other thing I did was just take some Distress ink, a dark color, and went around the edges here. And this is Distress ink, not an oxide. This is the black soot I happen to be using just to give it some dimension. And if you want, you can give it a little aging some here and there. So that's all I did. Like I said, I just cut off too much on the sides this time, but you can see you'd make a smaller cupcake with it as opposed to this really big one. Love these Distress Oxides. Oh, there's the other thing I was going to show you is this word sweet here has been stamped on there with the Distress Oxide because you can use them just for stamping as well, so you don't have to always do fancy tricks. Just be aware that it takes the drying times a little longer than with regular inks, and because it's got that, oh goodness, this is a fusion pigment. It's got the pigment in it which takes longer to dry, so make sure you don't smudge it when you stamp with it. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you look at the links down below and have a good LOL day.